Welcome to my mini farm. Where I live in the country, I'm so lucky to be able to have an awesome hydroponic garden and loving animals that I raise. I just love my animals. They are a huge part of my family's life. Every morning I can't wait to see how many eggs I can gather up, how many vegetables and herbs I can pick. With my family's favorite recipes and my home cooking skills, I enjoy sharing what I've learned over the years with you. I'm also part of iFood.tv networks. New shows every Wednesday. So welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is how I make my pecan clusters. What I start out with is 11 ounces of the caramels. I have that in my pot on my stove. To this I'll be adding in 2 tablespoons of water, to 1 stick of room temperature butter, and just melt this all down. I also have 3 cups of the semi-morsels that I'll be melting once my pecans have hardened. I have 2 cups of the pecan halves. So what I'm going to do is kind of arrange them on my parchment paper. Once the caramel has melted, I'll pour the caramel over these pecans. I'll let them harden, and then I'll pour the chocolate on top. So you can arrange them any way you'd like. The caramel's starting to melt down with the butter and the water. Now that it's melted, I'll take it off my burner. I'll also take a spatula. Okay, now I'm going to drop it by spoonfuls over the pecans that I have arranged on my cookie sheet. You'll put this in the freezer and let it harden up. Once it's firmed, that's when you'll dip it in the chocolate. So I'll melt my 3 cups of mini morsels in the microwave, but I'll wait until all this is firmed up. I'll place this one off to the side. Get my other cookie sheet. Line it with the parchment paper. I'm arranging like 4 or 5 pecans in a row, making it look like a star. Star or a flower. Now I'll take my caramel, drop it by spoonfuls over the pecans. Oh yeah. And see, that's all there is to it. Now I'll just let this harden in the freezer. I'll add a little more onto this one. Now that my pecan clusters have hardened, I'm going to take my 3 cups of the semi-morsels, put them in my microwave, melt them down, and then pour the chocolate over the pecan clusters, and out of this world candy. Few more minutes. Oh yeah. I'll show you a couple of the pecan clusters. See how nice that hardened? And all the pecans stuck with the caramel. So now I'll place it in my chocolate. I'll get 2 forks. Scrape off any extra. Place it back on the parchment paper because I want it to reharden again. One more. See how perfect that came out? Place it in the chocolate. And place it back on the parchment paper. And I'll put it back in the freezer and probably leave it in there for about another 2 hours to make sure that the chocolate really firms up. I left the caramel with the pecans in my freezer for 2 hours to firm up so that I could use it to melt into the chocolate. So now I'll place it back in my freezer. This is perfect. Comes right off the parchment paper.
put it on the chocolate. You're almost like just painting the chocolate on these pecan clusters. Put it back on the parchment paper and keep continuing on to the rest. Now that it's been about 2 hours with the chocolate hardening in the freezer on the pecan clusters, I'm going to take them out and try one. Oh yeah, look at how perfect that is. So now I'll try a bite. Oh boy. Really, really good. They taste just like the store-bought ones. Very, very good. They are so yummy. The kids are going to love these. I know this is my family's favorite. So thanks so much for tuning in to Home Cooking with Cheryl and watch me make my homemade pecan clusters. They're really, really good. I highly recommend making them. Please follow me on Twitter under Home Cooking with C. I'm also on Pinterest under Cheryl KFL. And on YouTube, Princess 200847. On Instagram, Princess 200847. On iFood TV, it's Cheryl-Home-Cooking. And on Facebook, Cheryl's Home Cooking. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.